right, Coach. We are pleased, as always, to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Houston Texans and the Indianapolis Colts. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And this will not be
Let's get to it.
It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Oh, yeah, good, bro. It's nice to hear your voice for once. We were talking about next year probably going to go back to regular. Trying to, Brew's going to be moving and shit, so we got to kind of figure out. Oh, you got my boy, though. Got my boy.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half.
Sorry for the wait, man. I was over fucking with the other guys on Warzone. You don't play Warzone?
And to establish the running game early.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
They should, man. Pretty cool.
Here's Mayfield. And his throw is incomplete. Greg Olsen was the intended target. And it's 3rd and 5. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. On 4th down, they snap it to Mayfield. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Geno Atkins and the Texans take over an excellent field position. So they take a big chance here in their own territory. And you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room?
Yeah.
Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter. I mean, what's going on here? You want some explanations.
Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. Now a throw to the
Die for the shit, Cook. Like, what the fuck? Damn it.
And that'll bring up 2nd down. Now a give, right side McCaffrey. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Christian McCaffrey with touchdown number 7 on the year. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Now this throw caught left side. And he gets this one just shy of the 40 to mark him down at the 39. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. On 1st and 10, Mayfield sliding out of the pocket. That's complete to Austin Eckler, the running back. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Austin Eckler, his second touchdown on the season. His guys are
okay, it's dead.
In his first quarter.
It's dead.
Just running it that distance here again to catch it too before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
So 5 yards for running into. Lucky it wasn't 15 for roughing.
No doubt about it, because they protect the kickers and the guys holding the ball almost as much as they protect quarterbacks in the pocket. They don't want those types of injuries.
Okay, well, here, I gotta look at a couple other stuff.
And now a two-point conversion attempt forthcoming. And now we've got a stoppage and a timeout here called by the defense. It's their first of this first half as they look to regroup and hopefully stop the two-point conversion coming up. So now the Colts offense, they'll line up and go for two here.
What?
Mayfield now. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This one fielded at the 5. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
Cute.
Remember this at Mother's Day?
Ready to go here for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they get into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now a pass
Here's Mother's Day
by Hill. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
Look, Mother's Day photos at the park when I went to go see my mom.
Those are the kinds of plays right there.
Look at Pearl's face in that one.
Number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Pearl's face, how she chuckles, how she laughs. My mom thought it was cute. My mom's like, we never had a kid that does that.
That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
On first down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be second down. On second and 9, Fitzpatrick. A battle for an interception.
I was talking to Pearl.
Picked off by the long-time
Well, my mom said it's a black one.
Okay, Carson, you're making me throw interceptions and shit.
At their own 47-yard line. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. They start on the ground with Elliott. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's second and 2.
Bro, I'm trying to see some stuff too.
On second down, Eckler. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, second and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. A lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yards runs, and goes to work.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Texans scoop it. And he cuts it out right sideline. Some space here. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
The psychology of the game. to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Mayfield now after the fumble recovery, eluding the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Michael Bennett, the former Texas A&M Aggie, dropping the hammer. Third and long for Mayfield. And that will be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover. It doesn't feel like one after grabbing momentum with the defensive play.
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football and now zapped right back in the other direction. He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The 305-pound Ndamukong Suh finding the path to the QB there. To try again after the sack. Fitzpatrick. That's Cordero Patterson hauling it in. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a third down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Huey!
From the shotgun, it's Fitzpatrick. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. McCaffrey. He's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Houston. Christian McCaffrey with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Texans push further out in front. Lambo to add on the extra point. And it's up. It's good. Our score, 14-6. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is taken at the 20. And spins away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Is that Des Bryant?
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possibly, let's try and think with them here. Try and play field position maybe, turn the ball over, put it in the hands of their defense. Who knows?
You're a nice man. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now Mayfield. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10.
56, Mike.
From the gun, Mayfield. And he's got Fitzgerald. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27.
Nice play. Good play.
Huge play that time for the Colts. 51 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Mayfield on play action. He'll buy some time right. Looking for the tight end, Olsen, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson.
Had to bring that little bit of heat.
Thank
goodness.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Following the interception here, Fitzpatrick. And he's going to be taken down in the end zone. Fitzpatrick sacked, and that's a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Bro, what are you doing? That's just the shit we did all day today, bro. No, it's not patience when it's my fucking my remote to my TV, Crystal.
Don't you want to be like Austin where you're a patient dad?
No, he's not a patient dad, Crystal. Fucking dumb, bro. Bro, stop.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, it does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
The Colts 13 yards and a first down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Draw play, it's Eckler. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are. Figure out the things that they really want to accomplish. And who to run behind. Which are your better blockers. Find those guys and get in that direction.
That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs. Mayfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st and 10, Fitzpatrick. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey.
Poor girl.
They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's second down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Sean Lee, the linebacker, able to get a hand in coverage.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers,
my boy Sean.
You know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Working out of the gun, Fitzpatrick. Going deep downfield for Ross. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Cordero Patterson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Texans push further out in front. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And you know they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
This will be taken in at the 1. A marker down. He does get it up past the 25. Will it hold? Let's see. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it is going to be 15 yards.
Final play of the half, Mayfield. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, it's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the 3rd quarter.
All day, baby. Let's go. Let's go.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. Lorenzo Alexander brings him down. Now it's a bootleg with Fitzpatrick. And that's complete to Gates. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that 1st. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Let's go. We got this. We got this.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Fitzpatrick got some real estate inside the 30. And this is Cook with a grab. And that one results in 35 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. Hey, chill. Man, I got you. Check three. Kill.
Second down and goal. Fitzpatrick. And he's in. It's a Houston Texans touchdown. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Fitzpatrick. And down he goes. Fitzpatrick sacked. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
They got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Throwing, Mayfield. He'll get this to Eckler. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. They create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. But how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll run for it with Eckler. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Texans take over an excellent field position. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing Fitzpatrick. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Now a throw left sideline here is complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
He is going to find Hill here. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. A costly penalty there. A lineman got downfield, and for the moment, that cost him 6 points. So third down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. the gun, Fitzpatrick. And that's knocked away and incomplete. The Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu, there defensively to make the play.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And that will extend their lead now up to 22. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration, now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. And on that last turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held him to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Mayfield off the play fake. Looking downfield for Dez. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Dez Bryant, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Colts are able to draw a bit closer. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Defensively, certainly not fooled there. Play started at the 2, and he was tackled at the 2.
That has to feel good for them. Not happy about having given up the touchdown, but stopping the 2-point conversion gives them a little bit of a lift as they head to the bench.
And they're going to have poor starting field position as he's out of bounds at his 10-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Bravo!
Here's Fitzpatrick. Gates with a grab. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. A handoff. McCaffrey running right. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. Give him 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs. Back to the ground on first, it's McCaffrey. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. Operating from the gun, Fitzpatrick. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Now that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long?
Check 3, check 3, check 3. Come on.
Strong.
From the gun, Fitzpatrick. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Frosty Rucker drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Going deep downfield for Ross. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Bill O'Brien rolls the dice, but to no avail. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. First down, Mayfield. On the screen, this is Eckler. A good first down call as the screen play gets him 9.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Complete to Bryant. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. To throw, Mayfield. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. So the touchdown was big. This almost equally big as he'll try to get it to a 1-score game with a 2-point conversion. Now Mayfield. And that one is caught. So they convert here, and don't look now, but this one's back to a 1-score game. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And the effort snuffed out. The Texans' hands team recovers. And now looking at the clock here, they do have 2 timeouts, but even if they force a 3-and-out, they're going to have very little time remaining.
So that means they've got to be aggressive and find a way to knock the ball free. They've got to come up with it because they can't just rely, as you noted, on using their timeouts and getting the ball back. They might not have any time to mount an attack, even if they do play it that way. Get the football. That's their mantra.
So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. They'll run with McCaffrey. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Hey, 180! Check line 54. Line 54. Double dog.
Down to a knee here as the Texans look to let the clock roll. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. And they will take a knee here. And a sight that's becoming familiar in this season. They remain undefeated, another win under their belt.
And they did it the way that they really want to. Taking a knee at the end of the game. That means you have the ball, you're in control, you dictate the final part of this ball game, and they did exactly that.
And the clock rolls down to 0. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these 2 teams meet. But until then, this game's over. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for the Texans, their winning ways continue as they get it up to 7-0, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Colts, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3-3, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Unforgettable, you a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial, do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial, do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up they octaves, not